We don't have a president. No need asking for presidential address. Aisha Yusufu replies Senate. The coordinator of Bring Back Our Guests, BBOG, Aisha Yusufu, has called on Nigerians to forget the issue of a presidential address over the new disease in town. She said there was no need to call for presidential address on the matter because we do not have a president. The Nigerian Senate had earlier on Wednesday called on Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari to address citizens of his administration's efforts to address the pandemic. The Senate made the call after 5 more patients with coronavirus were confirmed in the country, making the total of people suffering from the disease in Nigeria 8. But in a tweet on her Twitter handle at Aisha Yusufu, the BBOG coordinator wrote, "Dear Nigerians, we do not have a president. No need of wasting energy asking for a presidential address. Accepting that fact is part of solution. What then can we do to curb this virus going forward? What can we do in our capacity as individuals, institutions, and organizations?" Meanwhile, comedian Ali Baba has shared a post to warn people who think they can cast and bind coronavirus from infecting them. In a post he shared, comedian Ali Baba cited the closure of churches, the Vatican, and even Mecca as a pointer that coronavirus is not something to joke with, and the way to avoid being infected is to follow the guidelines from the World Health Organization (WHO). He wrote, "Don't let anyone, no matter their religious position, use religious escapism to drive you to committing suicide. This coronavirus is no jokes. This is not the time to say, oh, hashtag it is not my portion, hashtag bind and cast. Same way they will tell you to pray for your words to get his job, yet they are personally calling their contact to employ their own words. The same people telling you to pray for protection from armed robbers, but they are protecting themselves with armed security. Better borrow yourself what brain. Mecca is empty. The Vatican too. Churches are temporarily closing down. Countries are cancelling visas. Borders are being closed." He said, advise Nigerians, wash your hands, maintain social distances, no handshakes, don't touch your face, maintain highest form of hygiene, cover mouth when you sneeze, use a mask, don't touch race in public places, avoid public gatherings, follow up on news. Like the Holy Quran teaches, go tie up your horse and then pray for it not to go missing. The Holy Bible says the Israelites were told to mark their houses so that death can pass over them. Precautionary measures are not weaknesses of faith. Be guided. So guys, like they always say, a word is enough for the wise, because a lot of religious how will I put it, jingoism, I don't even know how to put it, a lot of, yes, that they have been singing the jingle here and there. A lot of that has been going on. A lot of pastors have been going on. Fine, after you must have done what you are supposed to do, you have your part to play in all of this. You have your part to play in all of this. After you must have done everything, then you pray, you back it up with prayers. Not that, oh, it is not my portion. A lot of people have, you just be wondering how people really think. And that is why, there is this a campaign going on how people should know God for themselves. The campaign has been ongoing. Know God for yourself. But people don't want to do that. They want somebody to know God for them. And that is why they can be told anything and they will accept it. They have their Bible, they cannot read it. They will want somebody to still tell them. All of them, they have the Bible, but they don't open it. Just to read it and know what is happening. They will not even read it. The Bible is written in the language which they can understand. If you don't understand some things, you try to pray and, go for yourself. The campaign has been going on for some years now, but they will not listen. They will not listen. We started hearing people, oh, don't even listen because you are listening to the news. Just like Alibaba said, that, Be guided. Follow up news. Follow up news. Some are telling their congregation, stop listening to all those news because of the way you are listening to the news of all this disease in town. That is why you are afraid. That is the fear that is causing all of these things. Of course, humanly speaking, you'll be afraid, but you have to do the right thing. Not that you'll be quoting Bible. Even the Bible says, like, just giving an analogy. If you don't eat, you cannot. If you don't walk, you will not eat. Why is it that you don't just sit down and say, oh, manna begin to fall from heaven, I want to eat fried rice, then you pray, the fried rice will just drop on your table? It does not work that way. You have to walk. You walk, you get money, you go to market, you buy, you cook. It does not work that way. There are some things that you need to do. There's some things, just exactly what he has said. They will tell you all manner of things, and yet they do something different. For those who believe in God, definitely we know everything is all about God. But you have your responsibilities. That is just the way it is. You have your own part. Your part to play in all of these things. But you can't just leave yourself, oh, God will it. It does not work that way. It doesn't work that way. And that's why people really need to listen. Some people will be sick. Instead of them to go to the hospital, no, they will not want to go. They will not want to go. They will say, oh, this and this and this and that. As if going to hospital or even the doctors, whether they are even sinners in the first place, or they are doing wrong things. Even the doctors today acknowledge the fact that they treat, but God heals. You do your part. You do your part. You cannot say you want to get a good job and you sit down, you don't go to school, you don't get the required knowledge or skill, and you want to be a manager in a big company without any form of education. Does it work that way, that the Lord will do it? Those who will say write exam, they will say pray to God. God, even as I'm doing it, I pray that you crown my effort with success. But I don't just understand. That's why they are still telling them, because a lot of people, they are talking about, let there be, maintain this distance, maintain highest, don't touch, and again, maintain social distance, maintain it. Oh, and where do people really come together? It's in the church, in the mosque, all those public places. Yes, they say, oh my God, you can't tell me not to go and serve my God, as if it is only in that church. They don't even know that the God is inside their heart. They are carriers of God himself, God's presence in them. They don't know. They believe that in that secluded, that place built, that room built, is only where God can really speak with them, or God, they can really see God. It's just the way these people have really turned everything upside down. They've turned everything upside down. Some people tell you, oh, it is the white man that brought this church, that brought this religion to us. Is that the way they practice their own religion? Because we have turned everything upside down. A lot of, because that is the easiest place to even get infected with all of these things. And coming to what Aisha has said, why shouting? Why whatever? Don't be today. You don't say. He will not say anything. The president will not say anything. And just like he said, how do we do this thing so that we will help ourselves? We'll be able to curb the spread of this disease. And that is what Ali Baba has said. He has already told you what you need to do, because a lot of people don't know it. They will just be faithing a lot of things. Higher faith. Of course, faith without work is dead. You need to work it out by washing your hands. No handshakes. Don't touch your face. Maintain social distances. Maintain highest form of hygiene. Cover mouth when you sneeze. Use a mask. Don't touch, race in public places. Avoid public gatherings. Follow up news. That is your work that you need to do. Then you will back it up with prayers. Do all of these things. What are we talking about? It's just unfortunate. Someone says here that, tell them, oh, if they will hear, oh, Baba, God bless you for this one. Somebody's talking, referring to what Ali Baba said. Baba, you spoke well. Someone said, you have spoken well, Baba. Another environmental dichotomy, as the environment in Africa abhors quarantine, and churches need to be in open spaces, space, as Africans are not and never atheists. Exceptions like Nigeria's Alibaba exist, though. Someone say, thank you, Alibaba, for this wonderful advice. Tell them whether they are going to listen. Tell them whether they are going to hear you. And meanwhile, someone is telling Aisha Buhari, say, but Abba Kyari is there now. maybe he hasn't instructed him to address the nation. He may, when he eventually does. Someone say, we shall live by grace of God, nothing else. May God protect you and your courage, referring to Aisha Yesufu. Someone say, your name should be courage. Oh, someone say, even the media houses are part of Nigeria's problem because half-baked truth is falsehood in its entirety. Someone say, God bless you, Aisha. Aisha Yesufu. You are right. So, guys, we've heard it all. Aisha says, don't expect the president to say anything. You need to help yourself. Just like and the way you need to help yourself is what Ali Baba has said. Do all of those things. Do all of those things. At the end of the day, pray. Don't say, don't go and tempt yourself or tempt God. Definitely everything revolves around God. It is just, that is just the sure thing. But you have to do your own part. God has his own part to play. Do your own part. That is just what they are telling you. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.